student, smart people, and great generation. Why English is very important? Do you want to get a good job? Or you want to study overseas? Yes, of course. You need TOEIC, TOEFL, IELTS, and study English. Let's learn together with Ma'am Dini. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for like, comment, and subscribe my YouTube channel related to English, sharing, knowledge, and everything about education. Well, in this case, I would like to share you about understanding TOEIC through reading comprehension. Like my previous YouTube channel, I already explained to you about listening and also reading comprehension in details. But in here, I would like to help you to add more details to understand about TOEIC or test of English for international communication related to reading comprehension. Well, in this case, I would like to share you about the question in completion and error recognition. Well, in this case, you have to try to master vocabulary, verb tense, class of words, preposition, degree of comparison in adjective, adverb or frequency, conjunction, conditional, sentence, and determiner. Don't be bored to study about it, okay? Well, for example, for each of the question, I give you some distractors which will be faced in every question. For example, the manager requested 2 blah 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 of the monthly report. A. Caption, B. Copies, C. Copes, and D. Caps. Which one? Correct. The answer is B. Copies. Yes. In this case, because we have to see about the subject, we can see in here is the monthly report. So, the manager will need 2 copies of monthly report. Very easy. Next, this is about verb, noun, adjective, and adverb. As we know that in English, we try to study and understand verb because without verb, we cannot talk and explain about English, sure. And we have to understand about noun, adjective, and adverb because everything in the word related to English should be used noun, adjective, and adverb. Yes, same like in Indonesian language. For example, the next is, because the equipment is very delicate, it must be handled with, yes, caring, careful, care, or carefully. Because it is used with, so with, yes, the answer is careful. Yeah. Why? Because equipment is very delicate. Means in bahasa you have to find out by yourself, right? And it is concluded that delicate is something which is very sensitive. So yes, careful. If we choose carefully, so with will be removed. Next, in here we study about verb and subject, also verb agreement. Let's find out, because you will feel error recognition will happen in this case. So let's take a look. The company blah 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 in 1970. Yes, the company is subject and the subject is one. So yes, absolutely, the answer is C, was founded. Why? Because in this case we need passive voice, which is used auxiliary verb, in this case was, and founded from verb 3. Yes, because means in this case we have to see the subject, this is singular, and then was founded to be passive voice, and in 1970. Yes. Okay, we go to the next training of reading. The community asked the Township Committee to build a center for senior citizens to use as a meeting place. Which one the answer? Yes, exactly. The answer is B. Why? Because if you use to, so it cannot be added by build. It must be built. Yeah, built without T but by using T. Okay? Because in this case, the community asked the TOEIC committee to, asked. Of course, in this case, the question is asking about something, and then to build a center for senior citizens. Yes, citizen is people, society. To use, of course, as a meeting place, because it will be used for meeting place. Yes, in this case is B, because to must be added for 2 plus verb 1. Alright, so next we understand about class of words in this case, verb, noun, and adjective. Why we have to understand about this? Because in this case we have to try to gain our understanding. For example, like create as verb, creator as noun, creative as adjective, creatively as adverb, creativity as noun. Something like that. So in this, still related to verb, noun, adjective, adverb, and so on. Yes, the patent law became strengthening with the introduction of criminal penalties for offenders who submit false documents to support their claims. Which one the answer? A, B, C, or D? Became strengthening. Strengthening in here means, to strengthen something. The introduction in here, yes, this is noun. Of criminal penalties, yes, this is noun by using as because it's plural. Because this is plural, so it is used as in the beginning of the word. And then for offenders who submit, remember that this is patent law became strengthening with the introduction of criminal penalties. So in this case, the subject is the patent law. So submit must be submitted because it is used past tense. Okay, so the answer is D. Next, yes, from visits to the United States complained that the American system of weights and measure is both confusing and irrational. In this case, visits means that people, try to visit, so it is used for noun, and then that to be connected from the United States and also American system. And after that, mentioning in here is of weights and measures. There are two things in here be explained, so it must be are both confusing and irrational. American system of weight and measure, it must be are both confusing and irrational. So the answer is C. Okay, now we study about preposition, which is preposition is as very important details for each of the question in TOEIC. And preposition are about on, over, at, under, above, in, into, something like that. So let's take a look for the question. The report said that everything was okay. We know that control must be under control. Yes. Determiner, determiner is like the function to measure that the words, it's very, which means clear enough to understand. For example, if you say apple, means that this is apple. We know that this is apple. But what about if we say this is an apple? So means the apple is one. What about the apple? Okay, maybe the apple is green apple, red apple, apple from Europe, America. So determiner shows something more specific of the context. In this case, let's take a look at the question. The doctor advised me to eat apple every morning. Which one? The blah blah blah? Yes, of course, we know the answer. Because the first letter or in the first alphabet of each word is used A, I, U, E, O, you have to use un for the first letter before the word. So like in this case, we choose an apple. Okay, so next we go to conjunction. In conjunction, we can see the question, for example, like the following. The traffic moved slowly of construction. Why they move slowly? Because of construction. Yes, the answer is C. Because the construction now is doing on the street, so the traffic is becoming so slowly. Okay. So if we study about conjunction, we study about something which is there is a reason for something, there is something behind of a thing happen to the situation. So you have to study about the conjunction as the connector of one sentence to another sentence. Okay. Well, we are talking about degree of comparison in adjective. Yeah, let's take a look. This is about comparison, which is more, bigger, more beautiful, more something like that. So what's about? Let's take a look at the question. In this case, the building was of course, the tallest. Why? Because if the comparison is talking about very, 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 very of something, so it must be used ESNT of the last of the word and added by the. Okay, so in here I would like to explain to you about the degree of comparison. For example, like more, it must be added by three of the phrases. For example, more beautiful, more charming, more handsome. And for most, it must be the most beautiful because it is the top of something. And then bigger, it must be bigger than, okay, and the tallest. Yeah, the tallest can be the tallest, the smartest. Yeah, but this is only for one word. Yes, conditional sentence. In this case, we have to make sure about the sentence first. For example, he was sure could get a job if he tried. In this case, remember that he was sure could get a better job if he tried. In the beginning, they said he was, and then he could, and then he tried. Which one? Was sure, could, or get, or if, or tried. Which one? Because conditional must be used if, so you cannot choose if in this case. So you have to choose which one? Was sure, could, or get. Yeah. In this case, could must be added by verb 1. So get must be correct. What about was sure, could? Or he tried. Yes. So in this case, you have to add could because it is conditional. And then if, yes. So the answer is D, tried. Because in this case, you have to add if he would or could try. Yeah. The tips of doing conditional sentence is you have to make sure could, if, and then would. Those are the tips of conditional sentence. Make sure 3 words: could, would, if, or maybe might. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look about the contents of reading comprehension in this case. For example, for the reading, there will be several topics like general business, like retail outlets, manufacturing, and then office, purchasing, housing, traveling. Yeah. Okay, so related to reading TOEIC, we have to try to a lot reading. For example, reading about the memo or email, and the question will be like the following: what does the above memorandum concern? Yeah, and the vocabulary will be used, for example, like for business, and then for we try to understand housing, and then about purchasing. Yeah. For example, like in this case, we understand about meeting, what is in meeting, investment, new investor, withdrawal for unstable markets. So this is all about business. And then next, This is about information, for example, like how many percent, how does the increase of the business, and then talking about article, yeah. And in this case, we're talking about negotiation. You can see the example. And then we also take about how to use application, how to use computer, how to face our customer, and understanding about letter. Yes, okay. So basically, if you would like to improve your reading section or reading comprehension, you can take a look the sources from Beckman and then Brown Douglas, Educational Testing Service, and www.toeic.cl/down/TOEIC_tag_man.pdf. You can take a look and study by yourself. May you increase everything in TOEIC and don't stop to try and make error and trial for improving your TOEIC or test of international communication tests. Thank you so much for kind attention and see you again. Thank you for giving a like, comment, and subscribe. See you. Thank you for studying together. Don't forget to learn, improve, and get your success. Thank you for giving like, comment, and subscribe. See you.